Okay, boys, this is first trade going to be a 9:30 reversal. So it's basic lower time frame AMD, right? See on the daily, we've opened low first. During Asia, we've confirmed this as low of day. How? Well, we've seen expansion like this away from the daily open. We've retraced down back towards it, retest, engineering swing here, chop around, and then from there, pre 9:30, we've already seen another displacement away from a protected swing, right? So this being our protected swing on the 1 hour and also on the 30-minute right here. Now, this low of day, this is the first reaccumulation, displacement away, and now we have something relevant to see a continuation from, right? Look at this gap inside here on the M30. Next 30-minute candle is going to open up. I want to see the protraction phase inside here. So we know 9:30 is going to give some volatility. Ideally, within the first 5-minute candle at 9:30, we'll see it open low into something relevant. Get our entry trigger away from there and then trade longs towards this drawn liquidity above, right? This is my hourly or intraday market maker buy model. See, retraced from this range back to OTE, right? See that low of day again, also confirmed here during Asia, displacement away, reaccumulation, displacement, and I want to see continuation at 9:30, right? See what the next 9:30 candle does. From there, we trade into that gap. We have an SMT at this low, and then we displace way beyond, right? Because of consistency rule on Apex, I only took it to this high, but we'll see exactly why and where I took my entry from, right? So this as the SMT inside that 30-minute gap. So this one is gap fill on NQ, but taking longs on the weakest asset or the seemingly weakest asset, because we've got that sweep inside that gap here, was still valid because we've had this displacement away on NQ when the other asset was still not seeing any displacement away from this lot, right? So what do we do at 9:30? Well, we open low first, which is most ideal, traded something relevant, which is these engineered swings right here, inside that 30-minute gap. We then get this C2 closure inside like this, and when we have that displacement away from this level, then this is my entry trigger right here. We either wait for a retest on the rejection block, but I actually got in on the actual protraction phase of this 1 minute candle. Take that to the high up there like so, and that'll give you 13.7R on the day just trading 9:30 alone using that simple market maker buy model logic. Okay, so second trade on this day was a 10 a.m. short, right? So we see here we have 9:30 that gap fill SMT, and then we see an expansion towards its higher time frame short, right? It's from there I'm looking for a new phase of price. Okay, so what is the higher time frame draw? Well, in this case, we can see this 4-hour and 1-hour rejection block, right? This here is my higher time frame PD array for this trade. On the H4, we can see that C1 right here, which is the 6 a.m. candle, doesn't create high of day because it doesn't trade into the key level, right? Whereas 10 a.m. immediately opens high, trades into the key level, and I'm anticipating a reversal here, right? So, like I say, after a large expansion into higher time frame draw, I'm anticipating a new phase of price, and in this case, I want to see some sort of retracement to rebalance something inside this range, right? And it's going to be a lower time frame swing point inside this range. So the protraction phase on this 4-hour candle is most ideal because we've opened high first and want to see displacement lower from here. Okay, 10 a.m. opens up. I wasn't able to get in longs from here, but like I say, using the logic of seeing a retracement back towards the lows, I'm waiting for some framework or some more PA to deliver, right? So we can see here how I'm going to use 10 a.m. to actually frame this entry. Look at this 10 a.m. rejection block, taps back in, and then we see an expansion away only on the 1 minute here. When we see this closure above for this OB, I want then a retest at 10 a.m. to go for longs, but when I can't have that, then we'll have the opposite, right, of this. But the only way I'm shorting 10 a.m. is an inverse, right? So when we reclaim this 10 a.m. level, I'm looking for specifically this gap to get filled on the M5 right here, okay? So it's going to be a lower time frame market maker sell model in this case. going from range high to range low. Now, what we can do on the M5 is align key levels once again, right? So the inverse of 10 AM, like this, means we'll see here engineered liquidity below, right, like this, and then retest of that 10 AM level here, have some key levels inside this, and then see continuation lower, right? So it's basically like an inversion, but using that as a flipped key level to then see a continuation towards the draw, which is this low, right? So the 5 minute here, we have a fair value gap like this, which is first my interest. And we also have some aligned 1 minute structure, okay? So you have this 1 minute rejection block with this engineered liquidity above, which is most ideal. And of course, we also have the 10 AM itself being inversed as a key level, right? So what do I do then? Wait for a retrace into OTE. You see here, we're right between 705 and 062, where that OB slash rejection block is aligned, also inside that 5 minute fair value gap, also at the inverse of 10 AM or the reclaimed level of 10 AM key open. And then from there, I'm taking entry based on displacement away from this key level, right? So same thing again. You have this here, C2 closure like this, where we get the sweep of the previous candle high. We also have an SMT between these 1 minute candles and an SMT from this swing point here, like that, with the other asset. And then from there, we just see displacement lower and trading a continuation towards that high time frame draw, which is this internal gap down here, which needs to be rebalanced after this large expansion towards the buy side. So this right here is just a super quick and easy recap of both the trades I just demonstrated. So this is a lower time frame AMD, it's a 930 reversal, and this is a higher time frame retracement or rebalance of a range using 10 AM inversed key level or key open, right? All my trades include a retrace into aligned key levels, as you can see here and here, entry trigger, which is a C2 closure, like we've seen on both this low and this high at the points of reversal inside those aligned key levels, both target and open draw. So it's a market maker high or market maker buy model high and a market maker sell model low. And finally, all trades consider the protraction phase, which is timing expansions, right? So we need to open low first when bullish, so we have that manipulation, a valid manipulation, and open high first when bearish again. So you have a valid manipulation into a key level before seeing that lower time for reversal and price expanding towards that open draw.